Hello and welcome to the review. My name's Dan.
And I'm Austin. Always here.
There we go.
Special guest.
Special guest Austin. And today, Austin, we're reviewing John Wick.
Don't tell me, I know.
Well, I'm telling. Well, it's for them. It's
we
for
saw
everyone.
John Wick.
Oh, now, John Wick, one of my favorite movies of last year.
It was 2014.
Well, you know, last year, within 5 years, it was last year. And so, one of my favorite movies, actually the second movie I reviewed when I really started getting into my reviews here.
Nice.
Kind of odd, little fun fact there. This is John Wick 2, which is, without a doubt, one of the best action movies that knows what it is and also has a really interesting world. Would you agree?
Yes, that's one of my favorite things about the first one and this one was the world that they set up. Very intricate, very detailed, but it doesn't give away too much. There's not just like sitting heads like, oh, this is how the world is.
It just has that mystery.
Yeah, you see it in action, but you don't know exactly what's going on. I think that's really cool to complement all the action. That is fantastic.
It creates, like, crime in most movies is so brutal, and this movie is without a doubt brutal.
Yeah.
Brings this level of class.
Yes.
When they put a pencil in your head, it's gonna be a nice pencil.
Right.
It's gonna be a nice pencil. So, getting into this, the nitty gritty of the review, I think like last year, this one, the action was superb. Absolutely superb. Best thing about this movie is like so many action movies get all over the place. There's so much stuff going on, but this one really stays grounded.
From the first one and this one, I've seen a couple of like behind the scene interviews with the director. I can't remember his name. It's like Chad something, but he used to be a stuntman and he's had experience with this sort of action stuff and he brought that to the table. Brutal, as you said, but it's also really beautiful to watch.
Well, fun fact, Keanu Reeves did like 90% of his stunts in this movie himself.
Most people did, yeah.
So it's really cool. I think one of the best things about too is so many action movies are like that Fast and Furious, Triple X,
It's like
Vin
an
Diesel.
extended music video.
Well, and everything's so like bang, loud punching sounds. This one really does a good job at balancing it, making it realistic in the sense of like, okay, Keanu Reeves is not a monster guy. He's not Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, right? Yeah. He is Keanu Skinny Reeves. The way he uses it was really good. The choreographing was amazing. The story, like we were saying before, the world's dynamic and interesting, but this one really just, it really carried on. It picks up where the last one left off and just feels like you never left.
Yeah.
And that's my favorite thing about it. Sequels, we were talking in the car, like they need to honor the first one and make it better. And this one, hands down, did it. Easy. Negatives, any negatives you can think of?
I've heard this negative from other reviewers before, but some of the action does carry on for quite a bit. They're long scenes, they're really good scenes, but they do take up more time than they did in the first movie. Kind of hard to say that's a negative because it is really good to watch.
It's good action.
But a lot of times you're like, okay, I'm wondering where this is going to go next.
Yeah, so I agree. There was some parts there. Overall, I don't really have a lot of negatives. I think I agree. Like, sometimes it did carry on, but the action was so good throughout. I don't think I have anywhere like I'd say like, oh, it was paced well. Is what I'm trying to say, basically.
Yeah.
But negatives, dude, there is a couple negatives in the parental guide area. So there is obviously, it's John Wick. It's rated R because of violence. So there's blood, there's gore. There's no doubt there may or may not be some scenes where you're like, scenes. Okay, those are there, right? They are absolutely there. But there's also a very unnecessary, lengthy scene that's extremely awkward. That's like
carry on a little too long.
I don't believe there's any like just inherent like there was a little bit of nudity, but it just was like, okay, this is why do we need this? And then language. Those were really the only other things that was in there. But there was no other sexual content or anything like that. So that was good. All in all, final thoughts. What do you think about the movie?
Really enjoyed it. I thought it was a great compliment to the first movie, and it looks like this may not be the last in the series.
Perhaps not.
We hope
hopefully
not.
And I think I agree. All in all, great film. Definitely deserves a spot right next to John Wick, the first one, on my shelf. What's your rating for this one?
My rating, I'm gonna give this one a 7.5 cool dudes in suits holding guns sideways like this.
Like that? Okay.
Out of 13.
So 7.5.
7.5 out of 13.
Okay. I'm gonna give it a 7.3 out of 10 dudes holding guns. The other direction. The other direction for me, though.
It's hard to aim down.
Yeah, I think it's a very fun movie. I enjoyed it. It's not the best movie in the world. I'm not trying to say that either, but it's a whole bunch of fun and deserves a wonderful spot right next to John Wick on my shelf. So with that said, guys, John Wick is definitely one to go see in theaters. I enjoyed it. I appreciate you being here today, Austin, with me, doing the review.
No problem.
And Austin will be in a few more things. He can help with a few of our new productions coming out. He'll be behind the camera a lot and some on the camera. We're going to do some game. We have a lot of stuff coming up, so stay tuned. You'll see more of this guy. And as always, guys, my name's Dan.
I'm Austin.
So, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. If you like what we do here, make sure you smash that like button. Let us know that you enjoyed the video. Like Austin. Don't like it. We'll take all dislikes as a dislike for Austin. Okay, understood.
I can handle it.
Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. And as always, folks, my name's Dan. God bless. This is Austin. We'll see you guys next time.
See ya.